So, I was thinking about making this a skit. This is going to be a quick little thing here. I was thinking about making this video into a skit, but I really want to just say it because, I don't know, I guess I'm a little lazy and impatient. I don't want to have to go through the effort of making it. It's a very short thing. But my idea for this little clip was basically a dark room, right? And there's a person on a phone call, and the person on the phone says, "Can you hear me?" And the person in the dark room says, "Yeah," right? And then the person on the phone says, "Okay, follow my voice," right? Because the person in the dark room is lost. And so they're like, "But you're in the phone, right? Like, I can only hear you because you're in the phone." And, right, so the person on the phone says, "Okay, then hang up," right? And, and I guess the end of the idea is right there, right? It says, "Okay, then hang up." And that leads you to question, what am I trying to say? But I feel like this kind of, because a little bit ago, a little bit of backstory for where this came from. A little bit ago, I came up with the idea because I thought it was hilarious. Because like if someone was like, my envision for this was like someone was like crawling through, air vents for some reason, right, or air ducts, like crawling through them, and they're lost. So they're on the phone and they're like, "I don't know where to go," right? And they're like, "Just follow my voice." And they're like, "That doesn't help me, because I'm in the air duct. You're on the phone." And I thought that was kind of just like an absurd thing, so I was gonna put it in one of my like absurd videos. But then the idea kind of recircled in my mind, and then I thought about adding more to it, and I was like, "Okay, then hang up." And then I thought about it, and I was like, I really like that. I really like that. So I was gonna just separate it out and make it its own thing, but I feel like I want to break it down a little bit because, maybe I'll still make it a skit as well, but I want to talk about it a little bit because, in my experience, I just did a talk actually saying this, but like there's so much out there to learn from, right? And so, if you imagine the person on the phone is basically your higher self, right? You feel like, "I'm lost. I don't know where to go. You got to tell me where I got to go," right? You got to tell me how do I get to you, right? How do I get to my higher self? And the person on the phone is like, "All right, follow my voice," right? And so, this is like, there's certain things like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't do that," or like ideas come into your mind or things happen, and you're like, you get a certain feeling, right? And it's like, "Okay, follow that," right? And you also will be online and you'll find these videos and it's like, "Wow, like that was a really good video." And you listen to these videos and you read these books and you do all these things that make you feel like you're getting closer to your higher self, right? And so your higher self tells you, if you can't follow me, right? If you can't follow my voice because because the voice coming through the phone is louder, then hang up the phone. And then listen for my voice, right? Listen for my voice not coming out of the phone. And I think that this is interesting because a lot of people are too afraid to hang up, right? Because if you hang up the phone and you still can't hear them, then you're lost and now you're completely alone, right? And if you hang up the phone and you can't hear them and you want to call them back, like what if you can't call them back, right? What if they don't answer? What if you don't really know their number? Like you can't get them back on the line. Like if you can't hear them and you hang up, then you may not be able to get them back, and then you're alone. And so I think a lot of people are afraid to hang up the phone and listen, right? Because everyone's like, "Okay, this is what we have to do. This is how I become, more my higher self. This is like I gotta follow what all these people are saying." And to an extent, these people have some knowledge, right? They have some good ideas and things that are helpful. But at the end of the day, all the other noise is not what's going to help you get out of where you are. If you need to follow their voice, you got to hang up the phone and listen for yourself, right? And sometimes, they might be just like, the idea for the skit video is basically they were like, it was going to sound like they were just right around the corner, right? They're not that far away, but you just got to be brave enough to hang up the phone and start and listen for yourself. And it's a scary idea to, put the phone down and just listen. Because there's always that thought in the back of your mind that, what if I can't hear? But that fear is unfounded. Because maybe you have to wander around in the dark a little bit, right? You got to wander around a little bit, and you got to feel for the walls, and you find a door, and then you walk through the door, right? And you got to wander around in the darkness a little bit. But as soon as you start to hear that voice, as soon as you start to hear them in the distance, then you're good. Right? Now you know where you got to go. You're not there yet, but you know you have direction. You know exactly where you got to go. And it's scary. It's absolutely scary. Being lost in the dark is not a pleasant experience. But sometimes you just got to trust that you know the way. And so, I don't know. I thought that, that idea just kind of popped into my mind, and I really liked it. So I wanted to share that, and I didn't feel like waiting until I actually made it to do that. So I'm sharing it just in a talk, and maybe I'll make the skit too. But yeah. Put the phone down, hang up, and go outside. Maybe, go look at some nature and just and truly look at it. Right? Don't just go for a walk and you just look down at your feet the whole time you're walking, or you're caught in your thoughts the whole time you're walking. Actually look at the world around you. Truly look at it. It's incredible. It's crazy. Every single thing you look at has a level of beauty to it. The complexity that is going on all around you all the time is absolutely mind-boggling. We're oblivious to it because we're so caught up in our own heads. Take some time to observe what's around you. There's a lot more there than you realize. Yeah. Alright. Peace out. I don't think I said peace out in any of the videos I recorded today, except for this one. So, my bad. I was too cold. All I could think about is, okay, that one's done. But peace out.